Let's get started. I'm calling this one a chest and back pump session because it's been a couple days since we have a proper day in the gym. So we're just gonna get in here and work out a little bit. Hopefully kind of tune up a little bit and do some legs tomorrow. I think will be cool. But we just need to get in the gym, man. Sometimes there's gonna be days like that. Just gotta get in the gym. So I think that's what I'm finna do. Just kind of be in the gym for a moment. Do some upper body pump. I probably will need to pick up the hex bar a couple times today. And then see about doing some actual legs tomorrow. See about it. Up on the hack squat or something. Do some big squats or something. We'll see. Anyway, just need to get in the gym today. I need to get in the gym. I need to actually kind of train a little bit. Instead of just coming here messing around. We did take a couple days off just to recover, so I don't know. Taking little recovery days. Kind of part of the deal, I suppose. But we're gonna get in here and mess around a little bit. Do our thing. Get a little feel for it. You know? Get a little feel for it. But yeah, we'll pick up that hex bar a little bit. I need to get a little bit of activation. Oh, that guy. But we took some recovery days, which happens, but I think that's good. Oh. So it begins. Fitness mama. Big flex for you. Rating us up. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna go on. That's literally first warm up set. Just kind of get it going. Wasabi. What's up? What's up? Just started it up. Not even live for 4 minutes yet. Appreciate the raid. Helping us get it started. Pumping us right up. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hitting us with it. The plan today is to pump a little bit of upper body. Ideally. We gotta get some leggies in. We gotta get some leggies in. But we took a couple days off. I wanna do like a proper kind of just shake it off workout in the gym. And then we'll hit some leggies morning. Shake it off a little bit, hit some leggies. Tomorrow, ideally. Like I'm saying, I still might pick up that hex bar a little bit today, which is leg involving. But it's kind of nice to get in the gym and actually kind of reacclimate a little bit. But yeah, we took a couple days off. Part of it is just kind of, that's how it goes with the family stuff sometimes. But hopefully we can let those gains soak in a little bit, you know, hit it hard, create a recovery demand, meet that recovery demand, then grow, ideally. It's an idea. It's not always how I prefer to do it, but sometimes that's how it do be. That's how it get done. Oh. But we're gonna give it a go. ay, ay. But yeah, today ideally is some kind of upper body pump, kind of get back in the gym vibe. Let's get my body feeling right, and then we can train something leg related tomorrow. Should be good. Or back. We do some deads or something, who knows? See how it goes. But what up? Ugh. Oh yeah, yeah. How goes the gains? Mr. Zora? The continued experiment of the Bajheera plan, as you called it. Yeah. Yeah, why not, man? See how it goes. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm kind of a psycho, I understand. I understand. If I could get better sleep, I might be able to do it more effectively, but yeah. Right now I'm just trying to be flexible. And training every day is not probably optimal, as I've said, but it is fun. But training hard every day is definitely, that's tough. But we gotta get in here today, do a little something. Gotta get in here and do a little something. Had a couple days off, had a couple light days. We'll use the rest of this week to kind of tune up and get ready for our next little sesh. See how it feels. A little more weight on there. Let's go change the head and plane. Yeah, I'm always trying to figure out our schedule, trying to figure things off, figure things out. Dude, thanks for the prime, man. Big flex for you, pumping us up. Thank you, bro. 4-day rotation, yeah. 8 days and a day off moving forward. Okay, yeah, there you go. Thanks, Juicer. Welcome back, man. Pumping us up. Shoo-wee. Yeah, one of the main things I gotta do is get some better rest. So I keep going back and forth on it, but we do need to try to see if we can survive without doing nighttime streams. See how it goes. We will see. Really get the catch gym streams to do the schedule? Oh man. Oh man. We'll see. My muscles feel great, clear strength game, the joints are hurt. Oh, I got you, yeah. Joints are feeling it. Yeah. Be careful on that. For sure. Well, that's nice. You gotta have some fun going in. If there are programs to watch at the school, you gotta go do that. That's fun stuff. That's awesome. You getting some work done out there in the world though, Jucifer? Out there pumping. Hitting it. Working on making gains, that's what I like to hear, man. You keep it up. You keep doing that. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Definitely sweet to have you swing by, say what's up. Of course, drop that prime on us. I appreciate that. That helps, that helps. What are you working on? I'm glad to hear it's going good though. Oh man. I'm gonna do a couple of these just for funsies in the beginning of our day here. I get warmed up. Been running a lot. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I periodically feel like running again. I do. Periodically. You get the itch, you know? But I want to make sure that we have enough recovery to do the leg training we need to do. Plus, now that it's getting a little cooler, going for family walks in the evening has been good. So, I like that. I'd still do my own walk at night, but walking with Jenny and Archer is super nice. Super duper nice. So I want to make sure I'm doing that. But running is definitely nice. I don't do a lot of stuff in that higher kind of cardiovascular register that I'd like, so that might be kind of nice. That's all good, man. We've been hammering it. We've been doing our thing. We've been hanging in there. WoW is going to enter into a bit more of an interesting time with beta, I hope, so we'll see how that goes. But Legion Remix has been really fun, so just been hanging in there, man. Been hanging in. You swing by, say hi whenever you want, bro. It's good to see you. We're still doing our thing. Yeah, if those long runs need to get in the schedule, sometimes it has to happen early. Early in the morning, sometimes. Yep. Just trying to figure it all out. You know how it is. But grateful for the opportunity. I do love the X bar. I do. Need more of that. It's like kind of like a little bit of leg activation, you know? Some back with it as well. It's nice. There we go. Slaying this around a little bit. Interesting. The beginning of a bench press is like mostly back. We've done that for a bit, but I'm kind of trying to relearn. It's mostly back in the beginning. Cool. We'll keep working on that. Whew. Because of me, I've lost 90 pounds? No, that's because of you, bro. Good job, though, man. You're the one doing the work. But if I've had some sort of positive impact on that journey, that's amazing. Good stuff. Proud of you, man. That is not easy work. That is not easy. But good job, man. Good job. And keep it going. We will too. Out here pumping. I'm on the way up right now, though. We've done our skinny phase for now. Now I'm on the way up. That's how to make a few gains along the way, I think. Make us a few gains, ideally. More than a couple. Ugh. We have some time to do it. But yeah, that is fantastic though, man. Good job. Way to pump. Give you a high five on the way by. I'm weighing about 207 right now in the morning, with clothes on though, so maybe more like 206, 205. This is a fine place to be. Getting kind of chunky. That's okay. Letting my body just kind of steep in the surplus, you know? Not uncharted waters, this surplus phase. 207 either. It can feel like a lot of calories on days that I don't work out. Look at some CC. Keep it up, man. You keep it pumping. Chest bags running nice. Yeah, we gotta get in here and get something going. Gotta fire it up. Whew. Even doing like a little bit of X bar for some leggies. Morning, morning. What up, dudes? Not gonna rest off a little bit. Getting it going. Oh. Started a half marathon, no grass, man. How'd it go? What was your time? Oh, that's fantastic. Guess we might need a little more weight on that too, huh? Whew. I reckon. Oh well, I suppose. Just a little bit more. Nice, man. Had more in the tank. Hey. Is that when's your next one? Something to work on for next time, man. Good job. I did a lot of running back in my day, so. I know that 13 mile or so distance well. For some of the, some of the runs I did. I didn't ever compete in a half marathon, but I would certainly do training runs, 13 miles and up for sure. That's fun. Still definitely remember running fondly, and like I said, I get the itch every now and then. I do get the itch every now and then to go do some running, but generally I'm just lifting and walking these days. Running is fun though. There we go. Hit another one of these. I think we need to go up and weight a little bit though. I don't necessarily need doing sets of 20. I don't mind doing sets of 20, but yeah, the next one, excellent. Cool. Cool. And yeah, 12-minute miles, we can definitely shake that down, huh? Definitely. Definitely got some room to improve. And if you felt like you had more in the tank this time, that's a good sign. All right. Yeah, my competitions are bodybuilding now, but I think those things are pretty similar. Distance running and bodybuilding are kind of similar in certain ways. All right. Good. We'll get some reps rolling to warm up here. Whew. Oh. How much is that weight? 155 is pretty light. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Trying 2 titles. I like the fry an egg with the emote. That's funny. I like that. I like that one. Whew. Must be running roads, yeah. Me too. Short runs are fun too, though. A hilly course, oh snap. That'll keep things interesting. Not necessarily fast, but it'll keep things interesting. I ran a lot of hills growing up. I'm gonna be a pretty strong runner, I think. There was a couple really big hills that I would run just about every run. This had to happen. Want to get home? Gotta run up a big hill. You want to get your workout started? Gotta run up a big hill. That's how it is. Yo, Kanan, let's go, bro. Thanks so much for that prime, pumping us up for 4 months. He's back at it again, baby. Thank you, bro. Good to see you, and welcome back. Keeping it rolling. Big time pumps. Thank you, man. Ever trained with Army Strong in calisthenics? Is it Army Strong as a person? I mean, it's certainly not a no. But calisthenics is definitely not what I mostly train in, so that'd be
a butt kicking workout, I bet. Yeah, I'm definitely not very trained in calisthenics, so and a lot of that is definitely, you know, some learning technique and stuff in addition to just pushing yourself physically. But yeah, I mean, could be fun. I like push-ups. I like pull-ups. So I mean, but that's not quite like a full calisthenics workout, right? But yeah, I like that kind of some of the body weight stuff. I do like lifting weights though, for sure. He push-ups without legs, yeah. I wouldn't be able to join him in that exercise, I don't think. I don't think so. But as like a fitness collab with somebody else doing the thing, that could be kind of fun, sure. All right. Let's keep it going. We're doing a little bit of everything today. That's kind of how it is. So, I'm fairly confident I could do push-ups without legs. That's more than just raw strength. That's a lot of practice and technique. All right, here we go. Whew. Some shots to him on that one. Oh. Here we go. Oh. Nice. Get that warmed up. Whew. Now you gotta respect the technique when it comes to that stuff. Takes a long time to build up that sort of thing. I would imagine. Gotta respect the technique. Woo-wee. Was that somebody on Instagram or something like that though? Where they're primarily doing their thing on the IG. YouTube? Okay, nice. Very cool. Yeah, a lot of those calisthenic guys, you know, at any point could hop into a bodybuilding show and with a little help with their posing would be getting W's. Like physique at least, right? Hop into a natural bodybuilding show, go tear it up. Oh. If they are indeed natural, but yeah, I mean, that's part of the fun. I need to work on my posing for sure. I don't think it's bad. It's just that's a big thing we got to work on. Never about weights for. I think I'm getting a bench and dumbbells. I think lifting weights is fun. But if you're mostly doing calisthenics, I bet that's probably still getting some work done for you. I am personally a big fan of weightlifting. I like moving weights around. I like push-ups and pull-ups too, though, and crunches. Body weight squats, so, you know, those have gotten some work done for me in the past. Still do. I'll probably do some pull-ups today. Yeah. Bust out some pull-ups. Get those bad boys in the mix, you know? Alright. Let's get the feel for this bench a little bit here. Whew. Oh, man. Yeah, we're making progress. We want to make gains. I gotta remember, we still are only just a little over 3 months past competition, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to be patient, you know? Makes sense. Let my body's recover and grow. Go. Nice. 12, that's not bad. Not bad. Used to do track in grade school, yeah? Me too. I was a distance runner back then. What did you do in track? Whew. You're a novice? I feel like a novice sometimes. I've been doing it for a while, but still got a lot to learn, a lot of room to improve, so I feel you, bro. Whew. Yeah, I did cross country and track back in the day. Always liked lifting weights, even back then though. I couldn't stay out of the gym. Even back then, never could stay out of the gym, which ultimately may have been a detriment to my running in particular, but it was good for me overall, I think. Helped me keep my head on straight, you know? Still does. I don't organize my entire life around bodybuilding, but if my workouts aren't going good, frequently something's got to change, you know what I mean? Something's got to change. So I keep going back and forth about doing nighttime streams or not. We've been doing them for a long time, but yeah, I don't know. Try to get a good stream in during the day and see how it goes today. Just get in there and hit it, you know? I'm trying to get some rest at night. But we're working on it. Yeah, what distance, Delphic? Some kind of kilometers, huh? Oof. Oof. And what are you guys working on now, by the way? We are, like I said, about 3 months after my bodybuilding show, most recent one, so we're kind of on the tail end of the 3 month just straight up recovery phase. And ideally it's time to make some gains. We've been eating good, getting a little chunky, not too chunky just yet, but hopefully it's all sinking in. My body's getting the idea it's time to grow for probably the next 2 years or so at least. probably 2.5 years, really. Give myself some good time in a surplus. 30 months in a surplus? Gotta make some gains with that, right? Gotta. And then we'll consider getting back on stage. See if it's the right time or not. Mull it over. Man, those are kind of fun. They're supposed to be for back, but they're kind of rear delty, the dumbbell rows, but I'm not complaining. I need the rear delt work anyway, so no complaints from me. I'll do a few of these. Is that something that you've enjoyed, Masters? Is that a book that you've liked? Recomp week? Or a month after being in a cal deficit for a full year? I mean, what do I think about that in terms of what goal? Spending a week eating at maintenance might feel nice, yeah? That might feel nice. As long as you maintain the discipline. Are you gonna continue a fat loss course of action after that? You don't want a week where you go nuts with food. That'll ruin your discipline and your results. You'll be really sad when you get on the scale and you're like 10 pounds heavier. You'll be like, fuck. But, you know, a week where you eat a little more, it could be fun. Exclamation mark monitor, Abdullah. Check that out. What's up, Codpole? I'm trying to get warmed up today, man. Trying to get it going. Another 10 keep the deficit get to you? Okay. This is a week, or yeah, that's definitely gonna happen as part of a dieting phase. Super normal. Yeah, I mean, you could give yourself a week of eating a little bit more. Or you could just increase your base calories. How much weight are you losing per week eating what you're eating? And what are you eating, by the way, calorie-wise? We can walk through that a little bit. Oh, take a look at the numbers. Nice. Some plyometrics, nice. Whew. Oh man. Get warmed up with that. Phew. For the legs and back activation for sure. I like it. I need it. Need it. Shoot, wee. Oh. Yeah. Being in a deficit for a whole year, you're gonna be feeling that. I mean, if you're really sharp with your discipline, you can definitely increase your baseline calories for a bit, for sure. Just maintain the discipline. Bump the calories. That might be nice. Might be real nice. Whew. You shouldn't really gain a whole lot of weight back. You can kind of just put the fat loss on pause for a minute, right? Or slow it way down. And that's okay to do. I mean, once you understand how the numbers work, you're in control, you know? You can adjust things based off of balancing out your rate of progression that you want and how it feels to do it, you know? Here we go. Yeah. A whole year in a deficit, you're gonna be feeling that for sure. You can also look into the !RP diet app for a little bit of like help with balancing all that out. It's like a inexpensive alternative to dietary coaching. It pairs well with the training app that we have there on the screen, !RP Strength for that one too. Here we go. Well, I'm happy to talk to you about it too. I enjoy doing that. Good. Nice. Very nice. How much kgs is that? Not very many. That's 175, so not a ton. No, we're done competing for a bit. What's up, Hinkle? What's up? When it comes to maintenance calories, is about 0.5 kg, but it's still kind of a lot. A pound a week is still a lot. Thankfully, your calories aren't like crazy low, thankfully. You could probably drop at least like 40 grams of protein and move it into carbs if you wanted to. Your fat is also kind of high. You can move a lot of those calories from protein and probably like 60 grams of fat. You could turn that into, you know, like 120 grams of carbs. So you could move about 200 grams of carbs into your diet if you wanted to. If you're still losing half a pound at 3.2K, I would just maybe just play with your macros a little bit and give you more energy for training if you wanted to. Now we're done competing for right now. Time to make some gains. But we're not moving a whole lot of weight on the bench press right now. Just pumping. Just pumping. Especially today, kind of just getting back into it a little bit. Back into the mix. Took a couple days off and a couple lighter days just to kind of meet the family demands and recover from training a little bit, get ready to rock. I mean, low calories is low calories, but if you want to keep your calories the same, I would just shift some of those calories into carbohydrates and see if you don't feel better in the gym first. But again, if you just need a break from the deficit, that's fine too. I understand. I like a high protein diet too, so If you don't want to keep messing with the protein, I just move some of the fat maybe. Move at least like 40 grams of that fat into like, 90 grams of carbs, something like that. So yeah, my show, most recent one was in August, so a couple months ago. So we're kind of still in that recovery phase, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing the stuff, slowly working our weights that we're moving back up. Calories are definitely up. So just focusing on our continued gains. Yeah, if you want more energy for training, it's carbohydrates are more of your ally. And I like higher protein, but yeah, you probably don't need more than 200 grams of protein. You don't need 200 grams of protein either, but if you want to keep your protein high, go for it. But I would potentially shift some of that protein and fat that you're eating into carbohydrates for better training. And that might let you keep your calories around the same before you adjust the number of calories you're eating. You could just adjust the macros a bit. Losing strength is going to come from not being able to train as hard. I mean, of course, as you lose body mass, like your leverages change. So which can affect your strength, but a lot of it is just like, if you don't lose muscle, make sure you're feeding your muscle enough energy to train hard, which is tough to do because you're in a deficit anyway. Energy deficit is just part of the deal, but sometimes you might enjoy having more carbohydrates for training. Everybody's a little bit different in terms of that preference, but that's something to think about. Getting sufficient protein is of course important, but you're getting plenty, right? The cool thing is, you're losing a pound a week. Losing half a kg per week, eating 3.2K calories. That's great. That's really nice. 3.2K is, that can be a sharp amount of calories, but it's not like the 2K calories or less for like deep prep or anything like that. Like, you're good to go. That's excellent. I like hearing that people are eating a good amount. What sucks is when people are saying they're eating like 1,500 calories a day and not losing weight. It's like, damn, dude. Dang. Frequently that's tracking error, but still. The Mecca. Frequently when somebody says they're eating 1,500 calories a day, working out every day with cardio and not losing weight, they're not eating 1,500 calories a day. Something ain't adding up, you know what I mean? That's great. It's kind of a little, a bit of a dinky exercise, but I don't like them. 1,500 calories a day and not losing weight to be about 100 pounds, not working out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like something ain't quite adding up in those cases. Something ain't quite right. So I agree. Yeah. It's like my 6-year-old eats more than that probably, right? He's a good eater though. There we go. I feel like probably half his calories a day come from chocolate milk, but we'll let it ride. He needs the cows. We'll worry about food selection later on. Right? There we go. Oh, shh. Hold on, he's Please text an Offseason PDF. I'm not sure I have. You play Hunter at all? Not really. No, I don't think I did see you about the Houston thing. What happened there? Oh. That's your turn. How's your ED stay? Oh. Well, anything like that is just gonna be an estimate. You're gonna have to have some like trial and error input to figure out what you should eat every day, so. Did they suggest that as part of their thing? I mean, a pro football organization probably has, you know, some good science behind what they at least tell the athletes to do. Whether they follow through with that is up to them, but yeah. It could be a starting point. That's not that far away, Sully. Whew. Man. All right. Keep pumping. Shoo-wee. Oh. Yeah, 1.9 is pretty rough. I mean, I've been there for bodybuilding cuts. It's what I call like an active diet. You were actively against the diet like all the time. You're feeling it all the time. I mean, that's like a starting point, Mecca. It's a starting point, yeah. But you're gonna still have to sort of put the actual work in to see if that happens. But yeah, that's like a general starting point that I've heard. Yep. Yep. Indeed. Good approximate point, yep. Whilst we're doing that so far, yeah, that's good. That's excellent. And as time goes on, you may need to adjust that. But yeah, it's definitely like a good starting point. For sure. Whew. Not bad at all. Whew. And that's just what it takes sometimes, is you just gotta start somewhere and then adjust. And if that's working for you, then no adjustments are needed, that's excellent. But there may be adjustments that need to happen eventually, but the main thing is you're tracking your calories, you're being mindful of your intake, and you're monitoring the progress, and that's like what it takes. So you're doing it. You're doing the dang thing, you know? You're doing the dang thing. Ugh. And that tool is a fine way of calculating. It's a fine starting point. The body weight times 15 minus 500, yep. It's a fine starting point. All right. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. 185 for 10. Cool. Whew. Yeah. Before I was only measuring the gains with the neck and upper back, pain have led me to want to decrease fat. Okay, yeah. Good. Whew. That's what you need to gauge. You need to burn fat out as a mirror. Yeah. That's fine by me. Fine by me. I'm gonna be getting a little chunky in our surplus phase, but I'm alright with that. Part of the deal. All right. Yeah, we're gonna be putting on a little bit of fat for sure during our surplus phase, but that's okay. I'm pretty comfortable with that. And I have demonstrated to myself that we're perfectly capable of, you know, slimming down when we desire to do so. Don't need to be too stressed about that, right? We can tighten up when we need to. No worries. Oh. No worries. When the time calls for it, Bajheera will return. But it is the era of Bajheera now, ideally. Give us some time to make some gains. Ideally. 2.5 years. Swole Bajheera, yep. 30 months of gains. Ideally, no mini cuts during that time, but we'll see. If we get too chunky, then I can tighten up a little bit, but the more time in a surplus, the better. Doesn't need to be a massive surplus all the time. But ideally, you just tuck in, have a good phase of gains and gains for a bit, you know? We're gonna go a little heavier on those too. You're cutting until the beer belly disappears? For about 2 months at the most? Okay. Good luck. Good luck. Hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, I mean, if you're not trying to get shredded, you know, it probably won't take too long. Just to tighten up a little bit, you'll be alright. You'll be alright. Have you used any PEDs for it? No, I have not. Not interested in that. Rather just keep lifting and stay healthy. And when I want to compete, I'll just compete in the drug-tested natural shows, and that's competitive and fun. And I'm not putting my health at risk. I'm good, man. 186, trying to get 165, okay. 165 sounds pretty sharp. I'm 207 at the moment, so yeah. Yeah, dihydrogen monoxide is powerful stuff, but thankfully that's not on the banned substances list, so we can use as much of that as I want. 207 gang. Nice. That's where you're at too? Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. 'Tis the season of gains, man. 'Tis the season of gains. And I'm lifetime natural. I've got a good setup. I mean, there's no reason to go down that route. Don't make no sense. How much weight was in my water bottles in the way? Oh, last comp? Probably around 180. I think it was my best 180 yet, though. Nice. Have you got a 3 on the left side of your weight? Yeah, good. Good job. That is awesome. Whew. Good job. I'm trying to put some 3s on the left side of my lifting weight eventually. We could do 3 on that, but that's different. Working up to that. Working up to that. Whew. Should we try to sling around some 205 for fun today? I think we should. Feels like we ought to. We did a couple sets of 10, but 285 or 185, so we're working this on the 2s on here now. Again, also not a bad place to be. We're getting there. We're getting there. Get a little refresher. Actually hit a chest day, right? Actually hit a chest day. Good job though, Jules. I'm proud of you. It's just gonna keep getting better and better, you know? You got this. All right, let's hit this. Let's actually hit it. I think it's gonna be required to get this thing moving properly, to actually hit it a little bit. It feels like we've been warming up a little bit today. Feels like we should be able to get after it a little bit. Easy 8 right there. That's an easy set of 8. Easy set of 8 right there. Whew. We're editing this workout. It's fine. It's fine. My thing's like, whoa there, partner. That's all good, don't worry. It's all part of the fun. Tendinitis? I mean, sometimes your joints can hurt. Not currently. Currently feeling pretty good. My shoulder was a little tender there for a couple weeks, but you know, you take some time, let it rest a little bit, do some little rehab action on it. It's feeling better now. I mean, it's just part of the deal sometimes. The way that I train, I don't usually get beat up too much, but yeah. What I do for nutrition, been so up and down. So have you watched the exclamation mark fat loss video yet? Gotta start tracking your stuff. Got to. And if you want something to help you track it, you can type exclamation mark RP diet. Training every day is great, but yeah, you got the right idea. Your intuition is correct. You gotta get that nutrition on point. That's the secret. That's the unlock. Yeah, you can look at the RP diet app and then exclamation mark fat loss. Watch that video. Because the app will help you track it all and have some guidance on how to progress. When you feed it your results and your feedback, it'll help you put together a diet plan. But the exclamation mark fat loss video will kind of walk you through the basics of just how tracking your calories and stuff works. Delt exercise, right now I'm just doing those pretty much. I'm still taking it pretty easy, but a lot of lateral raises and kind of incline presses. Here. There. We're just gonna work with 205s, I think. We'll hammer that a little bit more. That'll be good. That'll be nice. 205 is getting it moving. Getting it moving. All right. Whew. Give me them little 35s. Yeah, you got it, man. That video is just the very basics of how fat loss works in general. The RP Diet app will help you put it all together. Have a plan, stick to it, track your progress, make adjustments. You'll be good to go. But yeah, your intuition is correct. You gotta start nailing that nutrition, for sure. Food tastes good? Yeah, it does, for sure. I mean, you can have food that tastes good. But I mean, you also can give yourself a little bit more credit, right? You have like the willpower to decide how much you're gonna eat and have it go along with your goals, right? You give yourself a little more credit than that. But I'm just gonna be like, yeah, there's free calorie calculators too, for sure. That's what everybody's amazing right now, yeah? No, there's free calorie tracking apps as well. The RP Diet app is just fantastic. And we also give you a discount code on it, which supports us if you use it, so definitely big shout out to my sponsor. I think they're the best, but there are other free ones too. Yep. Yeah. Dieting's not complicated. Yeah, even ChatGPT can probably do it for you. It's not complicated. It's just, you gotta do some of the basics. And that's what I try to provide for you guys. Try to provide the basics for you and tools to help you along the way. So, yep. Indeed. Be warned though, ChatGPT is frequently wrong about stuff, so take that with a grain of salt, you know? Like if you ask ChatGPT if the world is flat, they'll probably be like, well, some people seem to think so, and you know, there's competing theories on this. And then if you told them, no, you're wrong, it is flat, they'd be like, oh, okay, my bad. You're right about that. Like, so just take that with a grain of salt, you know? Considerable grain of salt. There we go. There we go. Hit us a little set real quick. Yeah, tracking macros are just numbers, so hopefully they won't mess that up too bad for you. It's just a numbers game, boys. Nothing too crazy. I'm not locking behind the secret, behind any paywall or anything like that. Just got the video for you, which lays out the basics, and an app for you if you want to use it that I think is fantastic, and I use myself. But yep, up to you. One way or another, we're going to help you make them gains. Here we go. Good. Very nice. Very nice. Whew. It's moving, it's moving. Whew. And but tracking calories isn't even complicated, right? Just gotta put it on a food scale. You know, you're good to go. Just tracking tracking calories? Sure, yeah. Uh-huh. Yep, sure. Making sure you're getting enough protein and fat is important, but yeah. Honestly, just starting with calories and protein is fine. Chances are you're not going too low on fat, but you do want to make sure you're not going too low on fat. You need fat for your nerves and hormones and stuff. Good fat though? Any fat? I mean, you can get better or worse sources of nutrition, but it does just come down to macros, ultimately. But yeah, I mean, getting nutritious, healthy foods. Getting foods that don't make you feel like shit and aren't loaded with a bunch of other like junk that makes you feel worse is better, I think. But yeah, I mean, it just comes down to macros. You will lose fat in a deficit eating McDonald's if you wanted to, but you might not feel as good, right? And if you're not feeling good, it's gonna be harder to stick to your routine, right? So that needs to be taken into consideration, right? Even healthy foods don't agree. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you gotta find things that work for you. For sure. All part of the deal. Any chance to resub on Prime with mobile? I think you might have to just do it through like a browser. I feel like they don't have like a, for some reason the Twitch app doesn't let you sub with Prime, I don't think. Which is very odd. Because I think mobile is kind of like a big platform for Twitch, but they don't want people like subscribing for free. They want people using that extra giga premium cost, so yeah, maybe just fire up the stream in like a browser. Yeah, I got you. Happy to be hanging out in the gym, bro. Thanks for hanging out with me in the gym. Prime time, baby. Let's go. Thank you so much, Bajheera. Welcome back, brother. 6 months in it, too. Look at that go. Let's go. The lats involved. Good. A little bit of lat activation there for sure. Like that. Maybe we can bump the weight up a little bit. Whew. Oh, beta fix? Yeah, I bet it's doing better than yesterday. I would bet. It's a little smoother than yesterday. I would bet. I kind of want to throw around some 225. We'll see. Whew. It definitely does. It definitely does. I just don't think. I don't know why I don't think a Prime sub would cost money, but yeah, just do it on the browser. You're probably right. Has something to do with that situation. Yeah. You can't buy Kindle books that well? Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Makes sense. Get the 40s out. Good. That's nice. They know what they're doing, yeah. They know what they're doing. I bet we could do 225 for 5. Think we should? That's 205. Yeah, should we do 225? For like two sets of 5? I haven't done 225 on bench in a bit. I say we send it. Be fun. A little prog. A little prog for the day. 225 for 5. Nice little pumper hit I think would be nice. That is standard gym terminology. The pumper hit Ah, yes. Of course. I know exactly what he's talking about. Ah, yes. The pumper hit technique. A classic. Industry standard. Here we go. Cool. Oh yeah, we're clawing our way back. 180. That is 225. Not kgs. No sir. That's like 100 kgs right there. No sir. No, indeed. Wanted to add a set, that's okay. Still big, we're working our way back up. I don't think I've ever benched 180 kgs. We've come close. Yeah, sounds good. All right. 355 is my max bench ever. That was a long time ago. Now, we could get back to that, I want to believe, but that'll take a while. That'll take a while. All right. And we'll see you tomorrow, Mecca, or maybe we'll see you on the gaming stream later. We'll see. But yeah, we're back on the way up, getting some gains going. Seeing about how that goes. Squeezing them lats like that. I like that. Whew. Hitting it a little bit today, boys. Hitting it a little bit. Couple quick shruggies. I want to do a couple more sets of that 225. Maybe actually 3. Maybe actually. This is what you want, is to take days off and then come back stronger. Let me grab some water and we'll keep pumping. Be right back, boys. Thanks for watching. All right, let's get these done. 2 more sets of 225 for 5. Nothing too crazy, but more than we've been doing. That's pretty cool. Just working our way back up, man. Yo, food is good. Big flex for you, man. Pumping us up. Let's go, dude. Thanks to the 31 biggins. Shoo-wee. Thank you, man. 31 biggins. Getting this weight moving, man. You and me both. Thank you, bro. Shoo-wee. I'm liking it, though. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Getting a little bit of weight moving these days. The lifts are creeping up. They're creeping up. It's good. It's good. That's what we need. Some action. Wee-wee. All right. That's nice. Woo. Pump a few more of those. Get the feeling right. Oh. Phew. Just want to do one more set of bench, I think. Make it a nice 3 by 5. And then we probably have to roll out. We'll do more back tomorrow, though. Or sorry, probably do some kind of legs tomorrow. We didn't really hit the back crazy hard, but picking up the hex bar and doing some dumbbell rows is nice. We'll do legs, and we can do some kind of like arms, shoulders, pull-up deal. Rotate it back around. One more 225 would be swell, but it's about 9 o'clock, so we do need to hustle on out of here soon. Fun start to the day, though. Appreciate them subbies as always. Thanks, guys. Planning on another fun day of exploring the midnight beta. That's my plan. Whew. Here we go. Good. Squeezy all of them. That long lat. Squeezy. Feels good. Okay. One more nice little set of benchy press. At 225. Ooh, that's cool though. Gotta get that squat moving up too. Or just hammer reps on squats for like mega cardio fitness. High rep squats are gnarly, but I think they've been good for me over the years. lifting heavy on squats is kind of fun, but getting lots of reps in is juicy. It is juicy. Ugh. Do a whole lot of those thingies. All right, let's see. Let's get one more of these going. One more, hit him. At 225. Gotta do it, iced tea. One more for the road. And we're out of here. And on to the next thing, boys. On to the next. This one's for you, iced tea. Ugh. Great. Very nice. Very nice. That's cool, man. Can I show my macros around again? Yeah, excellent. Yeah, just before you adjust your calorie amount, because you're losing weight at a pretty nice pace, shouldn't be too aggressive. Just play with those macros a little bit. See how that feels. Miss next week or so, it's gonna be very different time zone. Oof. Oh. Have fun, man. Get in there and handle your business. We'll see you when you get back. You'll know where to find us. Go get the job done. Overseas or whatever. We'll be here pumping. Hopefully we'll have some good quality gains to report. The bench press look good. After a couple days off, take a couple light workouts, and then, once Archer's back to school in his normal schedule, we come in here and hit it, and look at that. The weight goes up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, you know? Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, counting on it. Counting on it. All right. I want one more of these for the road too. Nice. Nice. Shoo-wee. Alrighty. Yeah. Feeling good in the gym today. We probably gotta go though. I'd like to be on the stream by like 10. So we gotta hustle today. A nice juicy stream, man. As always, I appreciate the gym stream homies hanging out. If you guys enjoy the stream, make sure you follow the stream. We're in here pretty much every morning. And then I want to be live today from like 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. PST today. That'll be our gaming sesh, all right? So we better hustle up because we'll see you guys for that soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.